All right, so we have a new Pokemon. Last night at the Japan Expo in France, Junichi Masuda showed off a new monster, the sword Pokemon Honedge. Now, I'm just going to say, I love Honedge. Usually, some of these new Pokemon, it takes them some time to grow on me, but I saw this thing and I immediately loved it. So, I'm going to talk about why. First of all, I love how ghost Pokemon have been going ever since Gen 4 and Gen 5. Around Gen 3, Game Freak probably realized that they couldn't just make spirits and specters over and over again for ghosts. So they branched out into more creative things, like the spirits bound to a stone, Spiritomb, and the evil balloon, Drifloon. And that went even further in Gen 5 with the burning Chandelure, and the amazingly badass Golurk and Golett. And I think this just continues that tradition. First of all, it's a freaking sword. That's awesome. And also, Ghost Steel is a really cool typing. Consider this. Steel's only weaknesses are to fire, ground, and fighting. Being half ghost, Honedge is immune to fighting attacks. Now let's consider what the steel typing does for the ghost weaknesses. Ghost's big weaknesses are to ghost and dark, both of which steel neutralizes the weakness to. Now we don't know yet if Honedge will be a defensive Pokemon or attack-based Pokemon, but it has a good start with those elements. And just judging by the fact that it seems to float in its reveal trailer, it may have Levitate as an ability, which is rather common for ghost types. And I don't want to make this too long, so one last thing I'm going to touch on is there have been some people calling Game Freak lazy over this Pokemon's concept. Now, I'm just going to point this out, something that's been pointed out for a lot of the item-based Pokemon in Gen 5. There have always been item-based Pokemon. Even as far back as Gen 1, we have Pokemon based on magnets, eggs, and Pokeballs. And I don't think having an item-based Pokemon is ever a inherently bad concept, as long as the design and concept for the Pokemon itself is cool. But anyways, those are my thoughts. I really love Honedge, and tell me what you think in the comments.